Hi, I'm Deborah Joy Grosser, and it is my honor to be the judge for this year's Fremont Area Art Association ANAC Selection Show. So thanks so much for having me. Before we get started, I just want to give you a little bit of information about how I go about judging. And the one thing I want to emphasize is judging can be very subjective. My criteria, I look at technical aspects of the pieces, composition, if there's drawing involved. I'm pretty picky about drawing, and I am a painter too, so I'm probably a little more critical of paintings than I am anything else. But I just want to encourage everybody, your pieces all have merit. It's a beautiful show, and I wish I could have accepted all of them, but just know if you didn't get in, please keep trying, and please don't get discouraged, because your work has merit. It's so fun to see everybody's different individual voices. And so with that, here we go. All right, this is the first of the honorable mentions that I chose. And I really loved just the flow of this piece. I like the use of the colors and the different directions, and it just gave a nice composition, nice flow to it. All right, this is my next choice for honorable mention, and this is a beautiful little watercolor. I love so much about it. I think one thing that would have helped just a little bit would be maybe a little bit more form on the eggs themselves, but overall, beautiful technique and really nicely done. All right, my next honorable mention choice is this beautiful piece. Lovely composition. I love this relief style. One thing that I would suggest to make it just a little bit more interesting is varying the size of these tree trunks and maybe the positioning of them just a little bit more. But really beautiful. I love the way this leads your eye back to this beautiful glow in the back. All right, the next honorable mention is this gorgeous piece. This has such a beautiful flow to it. It really reminds me of an abstract landscape. With maybe this might be water, clouds billowing in the sky. Really love all of the variety of texture and color that runs all through it. So nicely done. All right, and this is the last of my choices for honorable mention. It was really tough to choose between this one and one other that I believe is the same artist as this one. This piece is just so colorful and so fun, and the more you look at it, the more you discover is in there, and it's just such a happy piece, just a wonderful variety of texture and color, and just fun. All right, now we're going to the awards of excellence, and these are in no particular order. My first choice is for award of excellence is this beautiful little watercolor. I was so drawn to the gorgeous, clean color. It's very hard to achieve that in watercolor, I know. I love the fact that there's such a nice play of warm and cool in these grasses. These trees back here are so beautifully done, and nice little abstract touches of the shadows, color of the clouds, just really, really exceptional watercolor piece. All right, the next award of excellence goes to this fun little piece. It's an assemblage of, looks like found objects, and I love this little alien, like a little portal with a little person peeking through. Again, this was just such a fun piece. It's so well balanced, and I just loved everything about it. Our next award of excellence goes to this beautiful handmade book. And if you look closely, each one of the tabs in the middle has feathers on it. All of the colors just coordinate so beautifully. Just really, really nicely done. All right, the next award of excellence goes to this lovely piece. I love the sepia tones. It looks so old and antique and just really it fits with these figures. And one of the things I really love is I feel like I can feel their personalities. I'm pretty picky about figurative work and portraits, and this is just extremely well done. All right, the next award of excellence goes to this gorgeous abstract piece. Looks like sticks and twigs and branches underneath water. If you look at this close up, there's gorgeous texture in here. Pretty difficult subject, but I love the abstract quality, the composition of it, and the use of color throughout. Really nicely done. All right, the next award of excellence goes to this piece. I live in a house in Ralston that backs up to a wooded park, and this just reminds me of walking through the woods behind my house. I've kind of got the path and going back to the light in the back. If you look closely at this piece, there's some beautiful texture work in here, and the colors, the composition, a nice variety of movement in the trees, and the spacing of the trees too. So really well done. It just really does feel like fall.